guys, welcome back to another segment of Build and Chill, the little mini series within my Ark series where while I build up my base, I just pretty much chat about random stuff. And I was trying to figure out what I exactly wanted to really talk about for this segment since I don't know what else to really talk about, either personal stuff or maybe not really, but just stuff about me. But one thing I thought of, which I just thought maybe could have been interesting, I'm not sure if it will not be, I don't know, is talking about like YouTube videos that either I am going to potentially work on or canceled YouTube projects. And I find that kind of interesting when it comes to YouTube creation since usually people have ideas and they're like, wow, this is a pretty cool idea. I want to work on that. And either that they do work on that or eventually gets canned due to just either budget reasons, they lose interest in the stuff, or etc. other stuff. So that's what I'm going to kind of talk about for today. So I guess first talk about the upcoming stuff that I am probably definitely going to be working on. So one is definitely going to be working on a Ark video making some real world animals that currently exist today as cool creatures ideas, or like ideas of cool creatures to be in Ark. Obviously, they're just little fun, silly concept ideas, and I just kind of wanted to do it since of whole Ragnarök adding the bison in the game, which I'm pretty sure from reading like the Ark wiki, it's actually based on a like extinct bison species, but it's called the bison, so it's like you can kind of identify it to be a bison that we know today. So I just thought that would be kind of cool. Also with the cats being added, which I know it's an April Fool's joke, but I mean, it's still a creature in the game, so I think that should definitely count that they're more interested in adding some more real world creatures. I know someone may say down in the comments like, well, all the prehistoric creatures that are in Ark are real world creatures. They're just now extinct, and you're right. I'm just talking about currently existing Ark creatures or real world creatures. Man, the ADHD is really kicking it. I apologize if I'm a little bit scattering. Oh my god, I have no idea if we'll leave this segment in. I probably will, because it's honestly kind of funny. But yeah, that's definitely a video that I'm working on, and probably my next like topic video, which I guess I should also mention that I'm definitely taking a break from topic videos, and it's not that I don't want to work on it, it's just been having a hard time working on time management for them, and there are other certain topic videos that I just lost interest in. For example, I kind of have been losing interest in doing the whole hero or champion reviews of games, mainly because they don't do too super well, so it doesn't make sense, at least to me, put this crazy amount of time and effort into them and doesn't do too well, and B, a lot more like popular creators and stuff like that usually get either early access of those characters, so usually whatever their kits are, everyone already knows about. So I don't know, I just feel like maybe it's just not something really worth doing anymore, so that's that. But anyways, another upcoming little video project I am definitely going to consider work on. It'll be a very later down the year, I will say that, and that is going to be the heroes of 2025 of Overwatch. I think it'll be kind of interesting to review all the characters that have been added for 2025 of Overwatch, obviously being Freya, Aqua, I believe that's the newest support that's eventually going to get tried out. I think that's his name, I don't remember if that's concept art name or not. So, and also the new tank that we don't know that much about at all, so definitely do a video on those guys. And hey, if the video does really well, maybe I'll do 2024 Overwatch, or maybe I'll do a 2024 Heroes of Overwatch or something like that. I think just going back and talk about the characters that have been added in games is kind of interesting, so yeah. Another project I am considered working on, which I'm not sure if I'm going to announce what it is yet, because I keep going back and forth on wanting to do it, because one, it's going to be a pretty time-consuming project, but also, even though that I will say this video is like not super original, I mean, definitely it's been very popular format of content that I've seen a lot of people do. I just want to do it for the whole shits and giggles, you could say. So I'm gonna do that at some point, and if it does happen, it probably won't be ready till like again late this year, more than likely. But we'll see, we'll see. But those are kind of really all I have, since I haven't been really investing a lot more time in video topic projects. I feel like I should. I mean, I probably will at some point do whenever the Fjordur vote happens for Ark Survival Ascended, or maybe, I don't know. I would assume that we might be getting a Genesis Part 1 and Part 2 vote, but they didn't announce that a while back in the roadmap that we would be, so it's like, I'm not too sure if they really are going to be doing that. Maybe they're just going to be focusing on, since Garuga is now a part of the whole creature team, that maybe they'll be more focused on adding some of the Ark Edition creatures to the game, which definitely excited for those. Like the Bracky, I think, is like the next upcoming one, and also there's a list, so I'm not 100% sure who's gonna get added, but I'm definitely excited to see what comes to the game. All right, so for canceled video projects, the ones that end up not making the cut. So I mentioned it earlier. I was actually gonna do Heroes of 2024 of Overwatch, or of Overwatch 2. So the reason why I just didn't do it is because interested in the topic, or that I wasn't sure how to fully present it at that time. And by the time I was trying to figure stuff out together for it, it was already like April or so of this year, and I was like, you know what? We'll just do 2025. I have a better way how I want to present stuff and whatnot, so I decided to just scrap it and just do for 2025. So that's kind of why I didn't do it. Another canceled video idea was adding Christianity in Smite 2, or in Smite in general, with a whole on like gimmicks or like kits of the potential gods added into the game. And I even have like a list of what they could actually do. I legit have all of the good old abilities, passives, ultimates. I don't think I have the stat numbers particularly. So, but everything else was ready. I even had one for each role. I had a support, a jungler, a carry, a mid laner, and a solo laner. It's just that I wasn't sure if I really wanted to do it, since the whole idea of adding Christianity or anything from the Bible into Smite feels like a really big double-edged sword, since I feel like there's some people who are Christian and whatnot, that even ones that I know wouldn't really care that much if they added the characters from the Bible, if they added people from the Bible into Smite. But I can definitely also see the potential backlash, because people will be upset, like, oh my god, there's Jesus in the game, and I don't think Hyros will add and I just also don't think Hyros will ever do it realistically. We'll probably be in Smite 4 by the time Jesus gets added to Smite in general, so I didn't see it happening, and I decided to skip the whole video idea entirely. Another two video ideas I had pretty much was the whole saying goodbye to Paladins and Multiverses. Now, these two games, I had a decent special place in my heart, because Paladins was a really fun game for me to play for a long, long time, especially with one of my buddies. I remember we were just playing like Ark, for example, and then I mentioned like this hero shooter, Paladins, and man, oh man, I have so many good fun memories playing the game, and it was definitely saddening to hear it's just no longer getting support, and that's very unfortunate. Paladins is a game that I feel like has so much potential, so much, and it just unfortunately was just under Hi-Rez and whoever was ahead of Hi-Rez at the time, or I don't know if they are still in or they stepped down. I have no idea. I can't honestly remember, if I'll be honest with you. And I wanted that game to succeed. And same with Multiverses. Multiverses, we're never going to get a game like that anytime soon. At all. I mean, there's no chance with all the different properties and stuff, we're going to have them all back together again. Multiverses 2 has a higher chance of happening than a completely different game. Which is sad. It's sad. Both the games have such huge potential. I even did some videos talking about multiverses and whatnot, but I just lost interest in the game also at the same time. I don't know. I guess it's just that, and I know this is gonna come a little like rich from the Arc player right here. It just felt a little bit too grindy for multiverses, and that kind of just ruined the fun for me. Honestly, that it's like I gotta just do all this and that just to slightly push forward to get a new character and whatnot. So I just slowly just kind of lost interest in it, and I still every once in a while play a game or two with friends that are close by. Definitely can't do it online anymore, unfortunately. And I have considered at some point maybe talking about the two fan projects being worked on, Multiversus Infinite and Multiversus Beta. Those games are gonna be adding more support for multiverses, and they'll add more skins, newer characters, and stuff like that. So much more exciting stuff. So I definitely might do it. I might not. Honestly, I can't really tell you at the moment. But I honestly think besides that, those are like the main video topics I just was gonna be working on, and then I stopped. Every once in a while I have an idea and I'll write it down, and then sometimes I will push forward into actually working on that idea, and sometimes I'll just be like, whatever, just throw it aside and pretty much. So that's pretty much all I really gotta say for today's video, realistically, and I hope you enjoyed me rambling with probably some music I'll throw in here and some arc building gameplay. Not sure what we're doing for next episode, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button on to the channel. Hitting that subscribe button definitely be appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, and have a good one.